Okay, what a load of crap. Okay, he has 3 ops. He has blockade, so he's not worried about that, although it would be sad to discard Comic-Con to it.
Yeah.
Easy
That's
headline choice, guaranteed 4 VP. But after, okay, if Soviets roll low, then this whole ops advantage might dissipate quickly. Of course, there's still distal.
A low up hand, it could be worse. At least you don't have a lot of negative events that you have to repair. You don't have a sock ops. You don't have a Suez that you have to do something with, and you can, like you said, you have blockade, so you can hold it, and you have Nasser, so Middle East will be completely safe. So
True, but you
could be a
have
little
to
worse.
play Nasser. Okay,
Yeah.
Vietnam revolt. Reasonable. This low hand is reasonably good to coup in Southeast Asia. Okay, now what? Okay, Fidel for a limited spread. Also, the goal would be a great hot card, especially if USA takes France this turn. Okay, a low coup. Kind of sad to reveal CA already, but okay, a decent roll. That works. And kind of annoying for Scott. He doesn't have a sufficiently low card to coup back. I mean, he would have to use Korean War.
Yeah.
Which is something of an inconvenience already. I mean, USA can just take Korea then.
It's a good problem to have for Scott, I guess, but that you don't have a low enough hand to do what you want.
Yeah, some neutral 2-op or even 1-op would be great for that. Of course, he could go for Iran, especially since he holds distal, so it's in his favor to lower DEFCON here. But there's always this threat that USA rolls very high on Thailand.
Exactly. I think that's what he's worried about. I mean, Middle East has been scored, but you still want access to Pakistan and India. So,
of course, there is always the Italy coup, but I kind of don't like justifying the US expenditure of the double over control. Okay, he's going for the low coup, rolls a 6. No, rolls some crap. Okay.
Yeah.
Of course. South Korea taken. 1 to Pakistan, obviously.
Yes. Good. I like that.
Yes, that was the main drawback of the
Korean War. Yeah.
Korean War coup, yes, indeed. Okay, and now a big one. Italy on Iran. Italy, of course.
Oh! That hurts.
Yeah. Okay, you probably should counter coup Thailand, I guess.
I would say so.
Oh, he takes France.
Okay, moves into India.
Yeah, but okay.
Again, yeah.
One more coup now. Even Panama, you've seen CIA, so I mean, you might go for Pakistan, but there's always the war risk.
Are you still thinking of saving the Gulf here now that you have Italy?
No, it's not nearly as important.
Yeah. I think, yeah, Red Scare, Red Perch is
True, although with this situation, I would like to distal at DEFCON 2. I'm not sure if that will happen. Maybe it would be good to provoke it somehow. A coup in Panama should do it.
Yeah, coup in Panama might get that counter coup in Panama.
And
at the
probably
same time,
with the goal.
Pakistan.
Okay.
Yeah. Wow.
I mean, one of those games.
Yeah.
One of those games. Yeah. I had almost the very same result against Javier in our game. So yeah, he's reliving the history, and he rolled poorly in response.
Let's see. And
that's the one.
Okay.
Very much like the game we played.
Yeah, now he's reviewing. Did I really get 2 6s? roll against me, and then I rolled a 1. He's checking that.
So an
Okay.
easy D-style.
Yeah.
Finland,
Come
Yugoslavia,
from Pakistan.
Pakistan, Vietnam, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah. Not
Right,
looking
so
great.
he's getting everything so far. Thailand, Pakistan, and Italy. And Egypt with access to Libya.
Hmm.
Okay, what is he considering? Seems pretty straightforward. Chile, Venezuela, Angola, and I'll probably go Panama.
Brazil?
Not that
Panama makes
important.
sense. Yeah. Yeah, he has to do this. And then I
Yeah.
imagine with containment, he's probably gonna want to overprotect Italy again.
Boost Venezuela, and hard to say where this one would go. If USA enters Malaysia, you might want to boost Thailand. Otherwise, North Korea, I guess.
Yeah.
So everything hinges on whether USA gets and wins the Indo-Pakistani war soon. Because if they do, then the score should be decent. He already has 4, with a draw in Asia and maybe only a low punishment in Europe. Okay, he's playing it safe.
He's playing it safe. Yep. Okay.
1 in India. Yeah, but
Both in
that's...
India. He's risking the
And
war, but
where did the other one go?
both of them went in India.
Oh, right, of course.
Yeah, he filled India. So this is probably Italy, North Korea, Venezuela.
Venezuela. Yeah, it's pretty forced. You don't want to risk anything with an advantage as safe as this one.
If he's really risky, he's got to do something like Spain, Portugal, and Italy. But I don't think so.
Yeah. There's still Romanian abdication in the deck. You have a solid chance of getting that domination anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, 1 in 3 of you getting that. But of course, it only matters if USA gets Europe next turn.
The stream is paused. Okay.
Yeah, we're very dependent on Harip here. Every time he out-taps accidentally, entire commentary goes down the drain.
Now the
Kind of
question is,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Do
Do you think Javier's gonna try to get rid of blockade here, or do you think he's gonna take the 4-ups from Comic Con?
I'll take Comic-Con, especially since it's 4-ups.
Yeah.
I mean, you need to create something. A draw in Asia. Possible. Double break of Italy against socialists would fail completely. So at least a draw in Asia.
Where did he go? He went.
No,
He went
he's making up his mind. I would say Burma, Indonesia, and France.
Yeah.
Oh, he put 1 in Panama. Okay, makes sense too, to improve the stability there. But he has to achieve a draw in Asia. Especially since only Deco could reestablish Soviet domination there. Oh, and he took Lebanon. That probably wasn't necessary. In fact, I would rather go to Iraq on account of Iran being without access anywhere than there. Okay, he's going for a cheaper Asia draw. That makes sense.
Yeah, I think he's worried about Suez, so that's why he's going into Lebanon. But
True. But Israel influence, yeah, probably still go to Iraq. I would.
yeah,
And poor guy doesn't know that purge is coming next turn.
which is going to make blockade super hard. Hopefully, he doesn't draw
a decal.
call to go with it.
Of course, it all depends on which side gets defectors.
Wow.
What the hell?
2 more
Okay,
fours.
at least they are US based. Okay.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Not a single 3-up. Okay, he gets
Oh.
defectors, but he rushed it,
Yeah.
I think. He played it too quickly. Maybe he should have delayed the act of clicking on the card a little bit.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I know. Because seeing a card played so quickly, I wouldn't play the Purge here. No, I would probably settle for either Cambridge or Israeli, maybe Socialists.
Yeah, Cambridge isn't bad in this situation. If you really suspect the defectors, and you should. I mean, it's turn 2 and you haven't seen it. So
yeah,
that
always
said,
suspected.
You have 2 4-ups, but at the same time, they're 2 4-ups you don't really want to play. So
True, but he has some 3-ups, and Javier has none.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, I think Socialists should be the headline here, because against a Europe headline, it would work perfectly.
It would be killer, yeah.
No domination, but
it
still.
would be presentless.
Yeah.
Presentless, yeah.
But still, okay, at least one silver lining is that... Whoa!
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
At least he got that. One silver lining is that there are no scorings.
Yeah. And Javier saved three ops there by not losing that red scare red purge. That's worth all of three ops for him.
Yeah, but he really needs Scott to fail his rolls.
And he doesn't, of course. He gets the full Panama 2.
Yeah, I would have preferred Iran here, definitely. Especially with the threat of Indo-Pakistani war looming. I mean, he's already in South America. That's like the half advantage of having influence in Panama.
Javier's going to use Olympics? I would have said capture Nazi. There's no
probably
super hurry here to do anything.
True.
If he has decall, he has decall. I mean...
Especially since I would expect Scott to space something now.
Yeah.
Marshall, probably. Okay. Doesn't really matter which one.
But he's reaching for the AI war. No?
Maybe just to Zaire, Argentina, boost some presence. Or maybe, establish domination in Asia.
Ooh. Okay.
Oh, right.
Domination in Europe. Okay.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Captured Nazi scientist, no?
No, he goes for Canada.
Ah.
Okay, kind of prolonging the fight he knows he'll lose. Okay, but that makes sense. Spain-Portugal is actually important. For Italy protection, for further Europe domination. Now rinse and repeat with Greece. And it would take USA a 3-up to actually do something about it.
Yeah, short of breaking something, but yeah. Short of breaking Spain-Portugal, which is not efficient, obviously. So yeah. This is not looking good.
Okay, but he's keeping the score. He's only going to be down 2. No, he'll get 2 from Space Race. So maybe it will be at 4 after turn 2. And Asia, there's a chance of Asia being a draw in the scoring on turn 3. Europe will not be, obviously. Okay, he gets it.
At least the scorings are a little bit favorable to Javier that they didn't come out in turn 1 and 2.
Definitely. So. He got his on turn 1 and nothing else showed up.
Let's see.
So now Scott knows that Javier doesn't have Asia scoring. But with Indo-Pakistani being due, I would take Afghanistan here, I think. Although he has to space still.
Yeah. He's gonna have to space at some point. Yeah. It's not as much of a
Although,
worry.
yeah, now that I think about it, maybe he could afford playing Marshall after he
Take Turkey.
takes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Although this could be delayed until turn 3. No, he needs to hold US Japan, I think. Because it's very likely that USA will want to take Japan on turn 3 to get a draw in Asia. And then it would be great to hold the card in order to use it for free.
For free. Okay. So this Burma is my guess.
Yeah, definitely. Afghanistan has something to be said with the extra VP and denying protection.
So, depends on whether you want to be aggressive and deny protection or get your own protection. So
True. But there's also the extra VP. So I think I would have went kind of no, I wouldn't say all in, but go for maximum variance here.
okay.
Because now he is practically forced to take Afghanistan. One to Zaire, I guess. Yeah, is doable.
Yeah.
Not do, but possible. Oh,
Okay. He does not.
weird. So he, okay, where did he put the two? I only noticed the one in Iraq. Okay.
Iraq. Yeah.
Interesting.
And where is this Romanian education going?
Yes, with Romanian played, he might even afford ignoring Turkey, just using Marshall. 2 Afghanistan, 1 Zaire, 1, I don't know really, Argentina.
Yeah.
Maybe even Turkey. Of course, there's also a matter of NATO. Hasn't been seen yet, and Warsaw is not played. Not, I would so love to threaten with Asia domination.
Yeah. It's so tempting to get that threat going.
Yeah, even if force the opponent to take Taiwan, for example, spend 3 ops there.
Yeah, or like you said, just force them to maybe take Japan and then gives you a free card. And IP war protection is big. That can really turn this game.
Oh
Javier
yeah,
wins the IP war.
instant US domination.
Every IP war can flip a game. So
True, but with all the lag going for Scott, IP war, and suddenly it will be a tense game with early VP lead for USA. Because the Europe Soviet domination will be offset by the US domination in Asia. Seems Scott can't make his mind either. But I would really play Marshall here with this position. Had he at least taken Zaire earlier, in order not to make it so susceptible to CIA coup.
oh, but I think CIA. Well, you're right. CIA would have to be redrawn. Yeah. He's counting on not redrawing CIA here. So where is he going?
Everybody is. Okay, decided to go for influence. Turkey after all.
Let's not take Afghanistan.
Not Afghanistan. Don't like it. I think Europe is safe enough.
Yeah.
With Suez if anything, out.
I think Afghanistan was worth it more than. Yeah. I guess the Syria up was 1 up for domination. Not too bad. But... And Javier seeing if he has 7 meaningful countries to put stuff into.
Indeed. Okay. And
Okay.
he takes. Okay. Wait, a 4-up. Nothing to discard to blockade.
Ooh, okay.
Okay. Asia and Indo-Pakistani. That's huge. And he's destined to get that roll. Oh, and Middle East. And another 4-up, of course.
Middle Eastern Europe and cover NATO. Okay.
Right. Back and cover is in his hand. But so he could risk Olympics. But then again, he probably shouldn't. So Arab-Israeli war, I guess.
Yeah.
You don't want to risk losing any of these scorings to defectors after all.
Arab Israelis, nice. Good enough here.
You might come to regret that martial decision, which, well, I support it, on account of having drawn NATO as well, and, well, he'll have to allow it. I kind of wonder, if the war succeeds, will he go for South Korea? And actually, it seems that Javier really hopes to space twice successfully. Okay, at least succeed in his
Because
first space roll.
this is a really, really
Otherwise, he executes Korean War on himself.
Exactly.
Because, well, blockade goes with... okay, risks it, gets away with it. And... yeah!
Yes! Sorry.
I was really rooting for the guy to get at least that. With the 4. So, had you taken Afghanistan, just saying.
Right. What?
Okay.
I'm guessing he's going to use one of his 2-ups to coup Nigeria. Or does he really feel like... 1, 2, 3, 7. It's going to be... Got a China card down.
He's going for South Korea, and he's going to be disappointed. But no, he should know about the 1 4-up that Javier got. Well, it's the only one that he didn't get, so...
Oh, man, but it really does annoy Javier here, because he's going to have to play Korean War.
Yes, but he will get to play Asia first. And no, Korean War is not necessarily forced if he succeeds with space.
If he succeeds in the space, yeah.
So, whatever happens in Asia, he will get the scoring first. I would assume so, at least.
Well, so, yeah.
Okay, going for a... okay. 6, let me guess. Yeah, something like that. Or a 5.
Okay. Good.
Okay. And now Javier can practically ignore whatever Scott is doing. Since everything is scored.
And now...
The big space roll. Ay.
Okay, so now he's got to wait for Scott to give him...
US-Japan.
US-Japan. Which he might. But I
oh, he will. He will. He has NATO, he has US-Japan. If anything, he will hold NATO. Because he doesn't know about the Korean War, after all.
That's true.
So now, just usual.
Mexico.
Take South Africa, take Mexico.
Yeah. Pretty automatic when you don't have access to each other's... You're not touching each other like Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah. Even he might go for Angola with nuclear test ban in hand. Because, well, he has too many ops to do the rest of stuff. I mean, he can spend 2 in Mexico, 1 in Guatemala, let's say. But, well, he has 7 to spend. So where would the other 4 go?
Point.
Botswana, kind of meh. Laos, Cambodia, maybe. if there's nothing else. Some realignments, but Chile is probably the only decent target.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it's worth it with the realignment, especially. I guess Scott's gonna go to Argentina this AR.
Yeah, so I assume so.
All in all, terrible early war, and the map's not looking okay. So
Yeah,
Angola protected.
he blocked both avenues.
Yeah.
Maybe realign Panama, but
Yeah.
well, he has to do something with these ops.
He finally gets ops. He doesn't have any. Yeah.
That's usually the Soviet dilemma. Plenty of
Yeah.
ops, but no access. But now Soviets have all the access. And the room for how many more? 3, 4, 5 in South America. 2 more for Botswana in Africa. Maybe 3 for Saudi. Well, 7 to 10 more ops easily placed here.
So what is Javier gonna do? He might come to the conclusion that he has so many ops, nowhere to put them. Go to Bus and just protect himself from that realign.
I
But
guess probably the best option, sadly.
two
Botswana
Mexico,
to
two
Mexico.
Botswana.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
prepare for a grain sales coup in Zaire and realignment of Panama.
Exactly. Okay, he's got to play
Okay.
blockade into Mexico first.
Okay, he's kind of dejected with his choices here.
Did that go into France?
No, it's still his move.
Oh,
He must have.
okay.
No, he placed in France last turn, I think.
Oh, that's right. That's from
With Marshall.
From Marshall. Yeah, that's the Marshall protect. So, where is this going?
He's probably kind of regretting not taking Angola before taking South America. I mean, his move was understandable, of course, but Scott was very cautious with his move.
Very ops rich, to be fair.
True. Okay, Warsaw.
Okay.
Yes, leaving the
South
bad events
America.
for last. Very proper.
Okay.
So now you have to play nuclear test ban.
2, 3, 4. So this is probably gonna go Mexico, Guatemala, and Botswana. Actually,
Or
if you count the
Mexico,
cards,
Laos. Also sort of reasonable. And
not bad.
hoping you will get US Japan for that 1 in 6 difference. And then the Reds roll a 6 and it turns out it didn't matter anyway. Often wondered whether the pool for the roles in the game is the same or do both players have separate pools, because sometimes it seems that one player rolls in streaks like 666 and the other gets 1, 2. Now, I'm not much for conspiracy theories, but
I was gonna say.
the dice streaks in this
I
game
was about to say.
is
Nah, I mean,
a way too common.
yeah.
Okay, goes for something kind of sad like Jordan.
Yeah. I like Botswana a lot more here.
Yeah.
If you're gonna put one in Guatemala and you have 2 left, I don't
Okay,
know.
come on, France. That's totally meaningless.
Yeah. Okay. He's getting US Japan. Oh, or is he?
He has to, really. I mean,
Yeah.
there's no logical argument for playing NATO.
Yeah.
And he has plenty of space for his ops. Botswana and Chile, I would say.
Botswana and Chile it is. Yep.
He's
Are you?
very like-minded fellow. Okay. Missed the war, at least.
And
A coup
oh,
in
got it.
Botswana! Hey, turned out
Got
okay. And grain sales.
okay.
Versus brush war, one small step, South African unrest, socials. What a load of crap. Again.
And he has 5-year planned with NATO. He's gonna have to play special relationships before NATO.
True, but again, no real problems with this hand. No weaknesses. USA. Okay, Central should be decent. Asknot, okay, that should be the hold card, which means you are playing OPEC and Quagmire or playing /spacing.
Yeah, and your opponent has one small step, so gotta
Right.
be careful here.
Not a great hand to serve Quagmire here. You would
So what is the headline? South African unrest?
for sure.
Brush
That's
even?
pretty much
Brush.
automatic for me.
Yeah.
Brush War it doesn't have a great target on the
He
map.
doesn't have a great target right now, yeah. Yeah, Mexico's
So-
protected, and so's Algeria, and nothing else. You have Italy. You
Thailand, Pakistan
Yeah, you
doesn't
have
matter that much now. So it's best left as an insurance. If
yeah.
you lose something, then you'll use it.
And you
And
get
NATO. Okay, that's decent.
Yeah.
So he might, I think he will risk a Panama coup with the scoring in hand. It would be
Yeah.
tempting to go for Angola, but okay, scoring in hand once again.
So now he's deciding. He's thinking. I have the scoring in hand. He's not gonna ask not. Even with these 3 red cards, he's not gonna ask not. So yeah.
No, it's red South. What? Surely not going for South America.
He's trying
No.
Yeah.
Okay, he got one there, but with Panama, that would have been domination. Okay, barring the brush war, of course. Really didn't like that. The odds were too low. I mean, odds for Panama, even with 3, you get the country.
Yeah.
Whereas here you needed a 4, and you're still A dominated. B could be realigned immediately. So not a fan of that move. Kind of a wasted opportunity here.
Yeah.
So okay.
I agree. My
China.
Yeah,
Whoa.
and he needs to save. Okay, because he wants to play. He wants to burn Nixon without giving it. Without. Yeah.
True. And he wants to hold 5-year plan, maybe, but then again, for what? There's nothing, no scoring he would like to discard.
Not right
I guess
now.
he wants Argentina and Botswana simultaneously. So that's the reasoning I see. So threaten control of South America and domination in Africa. Reasonable, I guess. And kind of hard to counter from the US side. He cannot actually do anything in Africa short of a coup in Botswana. Okay, no, he could take South Africa and Tunisia, but that's kind of sad.
Yeah, he could take South Africa and Zimbabwe, and that puts him at 4. But
okay, another coup gets a decent roll.
I don't love using my triops on.
Yeah. That was the last one you're going to get this turn after all, a free one, because Kennedy is the hold. And just so easy to repair.
He's gonna use Suez and not repair because France is at 5. He might do that, but
yeah, I'm starting to be tempted by self-quagmiring.
Yeah, you got to play the scoring first, just to be sure.
Yeah, scoring first, of course. So that could probably wait, because if the worst happens, you'll be just stuck with it.
So when the board gets away from you, like this one's kind of getting away from Javier, right? I mean, the score's still on his side a little bit, and he certainly has to come back. Start thinking, I'm going to event John Paul because I need to give myself more outs.
True. I'm way too often more tempted into using it for ops in some urgent fight now, hoping it will return in time. It usually doesn't.
Yeah,
But
no, I'm with
that's what I
you. I
tell
usually
myself.
use it the same way, but one of my teammates and then core commentator Justin, he loves eventing it. It's an auto event for him, and he wins a lot of his games by Euro control that otherwise look lost. So
Yeah, sounds reasonable. Okay, so what do? I guess you score Central because you can't really fight for Africa anymore unless you. Nah.
no.
I mean, Fidel
Oh,
might be
please
out, so.
don't Kennedy. Don't use Kennedy. Please don't use Kennedy. You need to save Kennedy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, please.
No. He's discarding, okay. But that just begs to give him Gunman and South America.
Africa. That's
Africa might be manageable with the right events if he gets them as well, but South America just dead lost.
yeah.
And, hey, you
Africa.
called it. But he
But
got colonials.
colonial.
So that should maybe enable a draw in Africa. Although
But
it would have been so great used against South America as well.
yeah. No triops. Again.
Again. Kind of sad that he has to use colonials mid-turn.
Yeah, and he
Without
has to
the
use it
AR7
extremely
advantage.
defensively. Very defensively. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I really think he should have played it differently. I mean, he might have gotten Africa next turn with some more crap.
Let's see.
Okay, very reasonable.
Okay, so this is gonna make this harder, especially if Scott's setting up. No. Is he setting
Okay.
up to brush? Okay. So Scott needs to protect Thailand, I would guess. He has to protect Thailand. And Zaire. So
But it's still domination then.
yeah, still
So
domination.
Special just easily does it.
Yeah.
He doesn't even have to use Brushford for ops.
Yeah.
Would have been kind of nice to have a trio to take Zaire now.
Would be kind of nice to get a tree up one of these turns.
Yeah.
Maybe. See, and now he wants to event all of these. I would want to event all of these. I mean, our man, if it gets South America,
Yeah.
so valuable,
Exactly.
but
He rolled high, but it doesn't matter. That's sad.
right, because this is countered by just taking Botswana.
Although it uses a somewhat inconvenient card, and Scott does have Bear Trap and 5-year plan, so okay, he might use Brush War, but eventually he'll have to pause to space. And Javier, well, he has cards he will have rather evented. He doesn't have to take a break. He can just keep prodding. If he only gets a result out of his prod, and he has access to one stop finally from Zaire.
Yeah.
But I would say one small step Thailand and Botswana first and see what happens. Although he might be worried about Zaire, so maybe even Brush War. Same countries and Zaire. Because you have to overprotect Thailand.
You do. Yeah. Okay, not the easiest situation for Scott, but
What?
ooh, okay,
And what? What? Okay.
okay.
Failed to he of the 2 cards he spells 5-year plan. I mean, okay, he's worried about CIA, I think, but
Okay.
but come on, he could have used one small step first.
Yeah, I
Scott is
agree.
very cautious player if he goes to such lengths as spacing a 5-year plan and holding. I assume. Well, no, I don't have to assume. He will hold Bear Trap here as another get out of CIA card. Although no, there's no way for him to lose on DEFCON with grain cells and 5-year plan gone. Okay, brush war for ops, I guess, because you don't have a target. What do you use it against? Iran? Not really.
Yeah, Iran. There's No, Mexico seems to make sense. You could realign, and it's 1 and a 3. So same with Algeria. So
That's just ops, it seems.
do you do you use it against Thailand just to make it protection and get that 1 extra point?
2 Uruguay, 1 Thailand would be my move.
Okay.
Just to safeguard my domination. Okay, his domination in South America. Because the last move of Javier will be OAS after all.
Yes,
So
yes.
Scott has to predict some challenge to his South American control.
Let's see. Yep, you called it. Exactly.
Okay,
What
so
you called.
Pope, I guess.
Yeah.
So that would be a bit more convenient later. One small step. You finally have to use it, Scott. Sorry. Take Poland.
Yep.
And OAS for not a great benefit, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where are you going? Going Argentina and Chile. Okay.
Because after Uruguay, it's always a bit inconvenient, and CIA, sadly, would have been more interesting in Soviet hand, although not losing in any circumstances. The factors, I guess, will have to be the headline. And South America scoring for Scott, yeah. And yet another load of crap for Javier. Will bury you, Che.
Yeah, well, four 1-ups, 1-ups. Yeah, not the best. Yeah, the factors.
And it will get purge again. Nice.
Yeah.
At least he's got that going for him. Unless, okay, Scott is very, very cautious and the headlines Allende. That's sort of reasonable. Just to prepare a great position against Argentina. And no!
Oh, okay, good.
Okay, so double defected purge, and now what?
Yeah.
Probably a coup in Argentina, interestingly. With you holding the scoring. Maybe even with Alliance.
Yeah, I was thinking you gotta use Alliance here, but
you don't have any other decent targets. Iran is probably better preserved as Muslim Revolution prize. Mexico is well protected and scored. Same for Algeria. I would go for Argentina here with scoring in hand.
do you necessarily coup here, or would you?
Nah, a coup.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to rely on realigns here. But a coup.
Okay, it's not bad to just take. Maybe alliance to Chile, Argentina, and well, Zaire maybe. Because every cute country you can then realign in South America. And if a coup falls somewhere else, you can score for a full 10. Yes,
Yeah.
I'm starting to see the appeal here of surrendering the coup. But he doesn't. Goes for Argentina. Rolls quite enough.
Only needed a 2, to be fair.
True, he needed a 2. Okay, so now what? Ops war for Chile would be interesting to see, but... Huh. Do you have enough ops?
You don't really, with all those one-ups, you really don't have.
Oh, come on, you can't leave 3 here.
Okay.
Okay, he's going for a certain
For this,
presence, and that means cultural into Chile, I think. Oh,
for
no,
this,
hesitating.
going for the motherland.
I don't. He doesn't have to use cultural. Could start. Sorry, I end actually. Because his ops, Scots, I mean, aren't actually that great now.
Yeah, because you're going to want to invent Fidel. You got to be a little bit careful when you pop it. It's not terrible. I mean, at least you give yourself presents. But
True. So I end the for event just to make it a little cheaper, I guess. No, immediately. Okay. Okay, that was his first instinct. And his last instinct as well. Can't say that it's a bad one, of course. That gives you the control after all. But I would probably try to economize here.
No. Has missile envy been seen?
Nope.
Okay.
Always on lookout for this one.
Yeah, so Javier might not want a space we will bury you right away, because it's his insurance against that.
True.
Okay. He does want
Okay.
to get that double space too, but yeah.
I might start with space in chair.
And
Because sadly, once again, he has nothing to do. One course of action would be to assault Southeast Asia, but it takes a 3-op to do that. And you don't want to spend China like this. And now what? Realign Hanam, I think, is... Okay, some coups, naturally.
Okay.
Well, he needs the mill-ups.
He does.
A third US coup in Botswana. Third 4? No, 544, I think. And he missed the space roll once again.
Yeah.
So time for... Oh, space is Camp David. Interesting. And he gets
the double space. He does get the double space.
I wonder what will he space as second card, because he has seen CIA, so no reason to hold Bear Trap for that purpose.
Realignment, or no? Okay. He's moving into Egypt. Okay.
And yeah, God cannot take it, so he just put one there.
Yeah. Looking like that's what he's going to do with Allende. And
Very reasonable. Fidel is in the vent, although I would probably justify, yes. I think I would have played 2 with Fidel. It's not that important anymore. Okay, Cuban Missile Crisis, there's...
Cuban Missile, yeah.
It's something to consider always. Double space. He loves to hold on to Bear Trap. Interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe as an insurance against a really bad hand, so he would sell Bear Trap. That's an interesting approach because, unlike, let's say, puppets, bear trap can be really inconvenient when you have to play it.
Yeah.
Okay, and realign Cuba, of course.
And get it, at least. Okay. Another
And
not great hand.
sort of decent US hand, some triops even. Okay, Scott gets Junta. Yeah, never mind. Never mind. And Mr. Endwir, which will not dare to play, of course. Headline what? Salt? Panama? Panama Canal returned, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, Junta will render that immediately. Quite useless.
On the bright side, for Javier, Scott is
There
off
is
with the
one?
lone gunman.
Oh, right.
He didn't get the gunman. That is the one bright side.
He'll get it later. After the reshuffle. Whoa! Oh, well learned. Okay.
Setting
But
up for arms race, maybe.
yeah, but still free Mexico. And that Javier could have known that, of course. Only Junta will now coup Guatemala instead of Mexico.
Yeah.
But true, the arms race angle is good. But sadly, no wargames still here for Javier, I think.
Yeah. Is he? Yeah. Javier, you did not have the cards to create chaos, so.
Maybe.
You know, when a game's like looking lost, maybe you set it at 5, add some variants, but not have the ops for it, so.
True. If he only had at least you an intervention to nullify will bury you. The cost, I mean.
That game might be worth it, yeah.
But now... Okay, he knows he will lose Mexico just like that, but he'll lose it either way.
Yeah, which means you're dominating Europe, the Americas. You have Asia. 4. Okay.
4-1 in dominations, with Africa also leaning towards the
2.
Soviets.
Okay. Yeah.
But slightly. Okay, standard play.
Okay.
Decent enough roll.
One, 2,
Oh,
and the
where?
third one.
Alright, Zaire. That's very
Zaire.
prudent.
Okay. Okay.
And once again, Scott has almost nothing to do. Okay, he can coup Guatemala right now. Finally has a purpose in life. Though I would probably cash in on the arms race first.
Well, he knows he's not going to get caught because he's at 5, so
True.
maybe he's
Okay,
doing
he has
this and then.
got a moment for that.
Okay. Now cash in on your arms race, I would say.
Indeed.
Take your point, Javier. Okay.
So, space Soviets, space USA. Surely he has to space bear trap now. I mean, on turn 6, as opposed to some other card. Because there are some justifications. Oh, right, finally.
There you go.
Okay,
so
missed.
now you
Now,
space. Yeah,
but
liberation.
oh, interesting. Nut will bury you. He's holding on to that, hoping against hope.
He's he has that as missile MB insurance maybe, and he missed the roll. Though, oh wait.
Okay, it would have been a bit inconvenient to get missile envy evented against you right now. Not much, but a little.
Did something happen to Scott's stream? Because I thought that he spaced bear trap, but I'm still seeing it in his hands.
Oh, interesting. No, he must have changed his. Oh no! Okay, we lost Scott's stream probably. We're still seeing some old version of it because he spares independent threads as well. So we are only seeing Javier's live stream.
Okay. Yep. So where are you going, Javier?
Oh, and now we don't see. Okay, I think Harip is on it, doing something about it, and we'll see everything soon. Right. So yeah, just start playing around. Okay, maybe there's that. I think he has to.
Yeah.
He has to use salt this turn. Create some mess at least.
Salt. Okay.
Yes, get the purge. I mean, there's still voice unaccounted for. Make the villain play it.
Yeah. Make him play it. Make him have to hold grain if he gets it.
Oh, and he does it AR6? No,
Okay,
I think I would have even allowed Brezhnev now. But then again, you get a coup, and Soviets don't have great coup targets.
Yeah. I actually like it this way. If I'm Javier, that card I really, really, really want to draw is I want to draw cultural. I don't want to give away or Usuri. Either way, I want to make sure I'm the one heading into the late war with the China card. Ideally, I want to see Scott getting into maybe Space 4 territory potentially, so that he can't space 2-ups.
That would be nice.
Start
I
getting
think
into DEFCON.
yes, I think DEFCON are a very lucky. Okay, he fished will bury you out of it. So that's 3 VP, but at least still a coup in Africa for Javier.
Yeah.
Yes, Zaire, exactly. And something. And okay, Middle East not a problem. Southeast Asia expected, not a big problem with Usuri in hand. You still purge the villain, of course.
Yeah. Your opponent has Voice of America. He has cultural.
No, we've seen culture already.
Oh, we saw cultural? Oh.
Yes. He used it to take Chile.
That's right. You're right.
So, and nuclear subs. Also a good thing that Javier got Muslim Revolution.
Very good thing.
Sending that card away will be awesome. So, what do we do? Purge the guy first. I wonder if there's time for nuclear subs. Kind of sad that probably... No! No, come on.
Yeah.
Purge would have been so potent here.
Yeah, with your opponent holding...
at least one very problematic card, and you want to start a fight in Asia, Southeast Asia, with Usuri. You don't want him to counter you with a 3-up, for example. Sadly, it will probably amount to only 2 in Laos, 2 in Vietnam. You don't have enough, especially without the purge, to challenge Thailand.
Yeah.
Nuclear subs is a bit problematic because now the Soviets can just take Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
They don't have to coup AR1.
They are not in a rush.
That's why I prefer to play nuclear subs mid-turn. Oh, right. They had IBM. Fair point. Could have been weekend, just saying.
And now
could have been a 3-up. And he can just, ignore whatever is happening. Just take Saudi. And follow it up with a coup in Zaire, maybe. Okay, he knows about Southeast Asia, doesn't know about Middle East.
So Saudi and take Zaire and then follow it up with a coup in Indonesia, maybe? If you know about
True,
Southeast
true,
Asia.
fair point, yes. At DEFCON 4, that would damage nuclear sub greatly. I mean, what's the point of the event if you have to coup in non-battlegrounds?
Yeah.
Fair point, yeah. I think that's the best play.
Okay.
Okay, he...
Coup.
And he's going for it.
Indonesia.
Yeah, that's... Okay, Thailand, but you...
Oh my
Oh...
gosh.
Come on,
Okay.
it would have been game for the Reds even with the 6 there, but... Ouch.
This nuclear subs is hurting the US more than the Soviets, unfortunately.
True. Not sure if I had seen it in advance. And when... Okay, 2 Thailand maybe? No, okay.
Okay.
But just for me, Perch would have been an autoplay.
Yeah.
I guess he'll use Perch in Israel now. But now it will be purely DEFCON. And there's nothing you can even do about Wargames situation.
Nope. Starting to look quite bad.
So Osuri has to be an event or a hold card, maybe even. Yes, a hold card. Hoping to get cultural first.
Yeah, you're probably holding the Syrian Muslims, or maybe spacing Muslims if you have time. Or would you try to hold Red Scare?
Huh. Interesting, yes. But you probably really want to equalize Middle East?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
4 more.
This could be game.
And he's still relying on coups. Okay, got one. A big one, too.
Yeah.
So a 4 in Israel. If Scott has a 4, we don't see his hand.
If he has Missile Envy here, I'm gonna cry. If he plays Missile Envy here.
Well, it is DEFCON 4, that is true. But no, come on, the universe couldn't be that unlucky. Besides, he would have probably used it earlier.
True. Knowing Red Scare what's in Javier's hand. Yeah. Okay.
Amit for the win, not the event. Ouch. Oh, yo. What did he coup?
Angola. So
Angola.
Middle East. Get your Middle East. And he got a 6, which is what Javier is checking.
Yeah. The usual number.
He's checking how cruel the universe is to him. So voice to space.
Right. Space and space yourself. Space chair, I assume. Then swallow the 4VP pill from the Southeast Asia.
Yeah.
Come on, you have to space. Otherwise, you allow a double space. And you don't allow a double space.
Mm-hmm.
If you have something to space, of course.
You definitely don't want to allow that. Oh,
Maybe
that
he's
next space is worth
thinking.
3 points.
Plus, it
He's
gets
thinking
you
about what to
closer.
space. He's thinking about what to space.
But it has to be Che. I mean, Muffin can
Yeah.
be nullified. Che, okay, with CMC, but other than that,
Well,
well,
but he's thinking, what do I really have to fear from Che, right? Africa's looking bad anyway, but yeah, you're right. I would say Che, but ooh, okay.
uh, not a fan, but yeah, well. And he's been stuck on that space once since he invented the Nazis to get it. On
Yeah.
turn 1 or 2? Turn 2. And 3 or 4 failed attempts since then.
Space,
Okay.
double space, and
And
gets the
he
2
gets
points.
it. 15, yes, you should have spaced. Okay, now what?
He's giving the Che. He gave the Che.
Bit of a desperation, but what will he use the ops for?
Yeah.
I mean, he should use it to stave off defeat and probably Africa. For that. Okay, right. Okay, so maybe we did that argument. It was reasonable. 5. Oh, come on, man. That's just
Yeah,
cruel. Okay,
Brezhnev
Brezhnev Kuzair.
go right into the middle of a real-line, but no, you
Hey,
have to do it. You have to do it.
if he fails the realignment, I might see it in
Yeah.
Angola.
No, no,
And
Javier.
draws a
No,
2.
Javier.
Yeah, doesn't really matter, probably. Oh,
That's
what a glorious
America and
hand.
Europe. Okay, yep. This is the surrender flag.
And nothing to
Sorry,
increase
Javier.
the hand
Yeah,
size. Yeah, I
this
would
is
have
the
done
white
that
flag.
too.
Yeah. Ah,
Wow, that was cruel. Got pretty flawless with his play. And he gets a 6 now.
yeah.
Just to rub it in.
Why?
Oh,
Wow.
oh, so close.
That's hard.